We are live, we are live. It's me fiddling about with Instagram then at the moment because I'm going live on there. Let's just check that that's okay. Cool, okay. Who's joining us today? Oh, hi. So, I can't see names. If you pop your name in the comments and give permission to StreamYard to allow me to post, I can read your stuff. You can post me some questions if you have some on strength training. We're going to give you just a mini workshop on working your upper body, just in your biceps, triceps and deltoids on this one. So with strength training, if you're beginning strength training, often when you're doing what we call compound exercises is when we put you on a bench press or when we're doing squats, deadlifts, all those type of things, you would not particularly feel it in the main muscle group because your arms are weak to start. So I do think that it's worthwhile doing some sessions first over a few weeks to try and get your arms and your shoulders a little bit more used to exercise, because they're often the ones that are going to fatigue quickly and therefore not allowing you to really work the chest, the back and everything that we would be trying to do. So we're going to get you strong with the weights on that today. I've got two sets of weights. I've got 3.5 and a 4.5 here, and I'm just going to work to show you and get the right technique. So when we start somebody off with strength training as well, if we start a little bit more on endurance training, as I explained yesterday, the more reps you do, the more it is into endurance training, which means that you can go on for longer. Whereas when we do strength training, it's less reps and more weight. But I need to wake your muscles up first if you are a beginner to strength training. So grab your lighter weights and we're just going to work through these muscle groups now. So we'll start off with some front raises. So what you need to check out is always, I see people not understanding a set position. So feet are shoulder width apart. Now, if you're moving around and you don't know your set position, how you should stand with weights, it's chances that you'll be rocking here, rocking there, and you're not getting the core work that you could be getting as well. But also you would be not getting the right technique because you start to swing in different areas. So feet to shoulder width apart, always, when you first start off with your weight training. Your knees are soft, okay? And we're just going to come up to just below the shoulder on your front raise here. Now we go on alternate because that's easier than both together. It gives you that little rest in between each arm before you lift it. So we're going to wake them up, and as I say, we'll work first round on lighter weights. We're just going to wake it up and a little bit of endurance training so that we don't have that, we do that warm-up session, that warm-up one that we talked about yesterday as well. The most common mistakes is going straight in on your heavier weight and not warming your body up first. So do a light set all the way around first, and then we can go into a heavy combination after. We're going to go 4 more, 3, 2, 1. See, feet planted firmly. And again with that, sometimes when it's too heavy for you, I see this going on. This, it isn't. Your core is working. You lift, resist it to come down. Resistance training. All right, I'm going to go on the upright row. Lift and lower. Lift, lower on that. Let's go. Lift and lower. Reach up and down. Let's go. Keep going. Don't know whether that's actually on. No, it hasn't. So here we go. Lift and lower. Rise and fall with that. Lead with the elbows. Set position again. And again with this one, this is another one that people often get wrong. They're going like that. Okay, it's not like that. You lead with the elbows, strings attached to the elbows, and it's like, imagine that, it's puppet strings on elbows. Lift and lower, go. 4, 3, 2, 1 in your warm-up round. Now for the lat raises, and I might even stay with that, this weight up. Pour your drink out at the end. Pour the drink, again, core tight, because I do see this one. If I turn sideways, I'll show you what I see with that one. And basically, you're not isolating the movement in the shoulder, so you're not going to get as good definition in the arms, but also you're missing out on a whole load of the core work on it. Hi on Instagram. Go onto that. Let's go for 4 more. 3. Any questions? Post them down in the comments. 2, or mail me if you're watching this later. 1. Okay, so there, the shoulder. We've got 1 more on the shoulder. 2 more. So hinging forward. So you're going forward. You're going to pull it back. Okay, now this is intense on your back. So if you want to check the position, you can put your bum against the wall to assist you on that. Hinge forward and lift so that you're getting it all in the back of the shoulders and you're not focusing too much on what the core's doing here if you're a beginner. Okay, take a look at the side view. You're going to hinge forward. 1. Okay, 2. Because when you are a beginner, sometimes you can feel it lower back. As I said, that's why we want to make sure that we have got some of the small muscle groups awake to 1 before we go into any big compound work with you. So next one, shoulder press. Faults on this one. Right, you can stand feet shoulder width apart. Okay, soft knees always. You're driving it up, and when it's above your head, you see from here, if I kept my head facing forward and raised my eyes without moving my head, I'd see those weights. If I can't see those weights, my arms are too far back. Okay, so bring it down to here, drive it up, down, and lift. Feel the core kick in again. 6. And again, I start to see this in the gym, and that isn't what we want. Push, push till you fatigue. 3, 2, 1. Never measure yourself by your friend when you are working out with them. It's about your workout, not theirs. The competition is with yourself. You can be competitive, of course you can, with other people in it, but not unless you are maintaining the strict technique in the beginning, okay? Certain sports have cheats, but until you know the perfect way, you don't go down the cheat way. So we're going into biceps now. Go all the way up and down. And again, the things that I see with this one is that people don't do the full range of movement. They go halfway. And again, there are times that you do that, but when you're first starting, you must realise that the full range of movement, top to shoulder, down. You don't bring your elbows forward. The elbows point to the ground. All the way up, all the way down. You've got it. You got it, yeah? All the way up, all the way down. Elbows. This is, so here's the common mistakes. This one. See that all the time in the gym, this one. That's a big no-no, okay? I see this one. This one. That's a big no-no. All right. So, you know, and I see this one. Halfway, like halfway and not meaning to go halfway. So let's go back. Correct technique. Knees soft, all the way up. Touch shoulders all the way down. Take a look at the side view. Elbows point to the floor. Take a look to the back. Elbows point to the floor. Shoulders are back. As it gets heavier, We kick into the core strength. We don't use the back to pull it up. So that's that one. Let's go on to triceps. Which one shall I do? Okay, we'll go into a tricep kick back. So let's do it standing up. One foot in front of the other. You're here, lengthen core, tuck your elbow in. It's to there and to here. There, here. Resist it down. So just to there. Again, common mistakes. In, up, in, up, in, up. Well, that's just letting yourself right off the hook. That's just letting yourself right off the hook, isn't it? Because where's the effort? Try the difference now. Here, pause, there. Pause, there. Shoulders are square to here, even though I'm looking at you because I'm training you. Shoulders square. Draw shoulders away from ears. Okay, not this. Up. Cool, because everything goes into that then. The shoulder goes into it, the lot. We don't want that. Isolate it. Work it like that. So there's your triceps. Biceps, triceps, deltoids. So we've done, say, one round. Let's add another two bicep, a bicep and a tricep in. So the next bicep is a hammer curl. Okay, feet shoulder width apart. Isolate, and again, same concept, all the way up, all the way down, just the thin end is facing that way. I'm not resting on my hips, am I? No, not at all. Side view, here, elbows are pointing down all the time, okay? I'm resisting them coming down, and the biceps will start to work on that. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2. You've got it. 1. Next tricep one. Okay, see, I'm not putting my max effort into that. I'll show you on the next round how much you really want to make that. So the last 3 or 4 should be a struggle, but the technique still not failing you. So we're going to bring this one up. This one's quite difficult if you have got kyphosis, position on your shoulders. So if you are struggling, stick to the other one, and I'll show you alternatives on another time. So you're going to support your elbow with this. Take it all the way down. I like to go full stretch, that lovely stretch down into the tricep. You're touching and you're holding and you're going all the way up, all the way up. So again, full range of movement. Now, there. Okay. But some people have shoulders that they can't get that far back. Okay, so some flexibility work, but sometimes your shoulders, because of the type of body type that you have, they won't, because your skeletal won't go like that. So that's, you know, that's something that won't change. You can just improve, but not always change. Let's switch to the other side. So lift on that all the way down and lift. Now, I would say the most common fault I see with this is that people don't do the full range of movement, that they just do a little one and it's short and fast and let's get this over with and I want to go home, you know. But you're enjoying every exercise because you know they're all working for you. They're all going to work for you. So 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And rest. So there's your upper body workout I'm doing today. We started with lightweight, lots of reps, endurance training, your warm-up set. We're now going to go heavier because we're strength training. So we're going on 4.5. So we won't expect so many reps on these. So I'm going to work towards 8 reps, 6 to 8 reps on these. So knees, feet, shoulder width apart. Let's go. Lift up, start from the first one, hold. So shift it up, get your weight heavier. Now, if you've got them, grab them. 3. Again, because you're heavier, it doesn't mean that you lose that technique. You stay strong, you stay and you feel the weight and know that actually, you know, I've got to dig deep here on this one. So keep going. Now this front delt is quite an odd one. You can seem to go on forever and ever with it. So I wouldn't say go to failure on this one, because it can go on forever, and then you run the risk of a shoulder injury. So don't do that one to failure. That's the only one I'd say really that I have seen in myself and my friend when we had a little competition. Once, as I just said to you, don't compete with your mates unless you really know what you're doing. And we went on and on for ages, and we were like, I'm not fatiguing, are you? She said, no, I'm not fatiguing either. So next day, I don't think we could lift a pen up. Are you ready? Go. 1, into the lat raises. 2, come down to the sides. 3, that stops the temptation to swing. If you bring it in, you get a little swing. So bring it down to the side, stop the swing. 5, 6, we're going 2 more. 7, now this is a tough one. 8, I'm going to go 1 more, that felt good. 9, all right, so upright row. You can see that the technique does want to go, so you stop before you lose it. Lead with the elbows. Remember the points I said with this one. Elbows lead. You don't have wrists like that at the top of it. No, it's here to there, yeah, like little puppet strings. Okay, we'll go 2 more. 2, 1. Good. Okay, overhead press. Shout at me. What did I say not to do on this one? Don't lean back, eyes forward. But if I take the gaze just upwards, look up, then I can see those weights without moving my head. 2. Now here's where the stomach muscles kick in. I want to start rocking, but I'm not going to. 5, 6, and 2 more. 8, good. Okay, stop before you lose form. Onto the rear deltoid. Bum against the wall to support if you need it for your back, or here. So we're going up. 1, reach. 2, 3, eyes forward. 4, 5, common faults on this one. I start to see as people get tired, they start to come up here till it's almost back to an upright row. And you don't want that. If you think it's your back that is starting to fatigue, then, like I said, do it here so that you've got a bit of support with the wall. Or if it is, you feel it already in the back, stop it. You go for an alternate deltoid exercise, okay? Because at this point we need you to find out what is pain and what is real muscle working pain. And if you're a beginner, then you might not understand that till you've been doing some sessions, quite a few sessions. Right, on to the next one, biceps. Points, remember? I'm going to push it out now, all the way down, all the way up. And after another bit later in the week, I'll start to show you some combinations in these exercises, how if you are working from home with light weights, how you can make these light weights into strength training just by the changing up your range of movement, or by changing up the amount of reps that you do following a certain other exercise. Okay, so it's a combination of exercises together. We'll turn it into light weights into a strength training program that you can do at home. 2, we go 1 more. You've got it. Triceps. We're almost there. We're on this last little bit now. So Lengthen, kick, pause, kick, pause. 3, 4. Again, don't rest on your joints with your hands. Rest on your muscle. We're going 8. Change sides. 8 reps. Hinge from the hips. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You got it. 2, 1. I'm so hot because I did a fast HIIT training before this one for my online workout lounge, which you can find on my website, that you can join for £28 a month. Okay, next one, we're going on to the second one of those bicep hammer curls. Knees soft, all the way up. On there you'll find all sorts of courses that you can get into, challenges, yoga, Pilates, lots of stuff. Good. Come on, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. And the last one, into your 8 reps either side. Give yourself a hand now. Push. So it's a good 1.3 kilo more than the warm-up one that I did. 5, 6, let's go. 7, 8. Okay, so you see, we did our warm-up one, and then we've done one heavier round. If you're a beginner, I'd say do 2 heavy rounds, okay? And then after that, as you move forward into intermediates, we can get you on more sets and work you differently. But let's get you started. See how your arms feel tomorrow and the day after. DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, usually takes around 48 hours to fully come out, 72 even when you are a beginner. So just don't panic, don't worry. If you felt that, it's good. It means that adaptations are starting to take place in your body, which is exactly why you're doing it, for strength. Build your strength up. When you build your strength up, you're building your stamina up, you're building your energy levels, your bone health is improving, muscular, lots of different benefits going on in your body for that. Injury prevention.